Hello and welcome to Opticane. In this tutorial I want to give an overview of what Opticane is and our three main pages: current conditions, weather forecasts, and irrigation. These pages can be found on the home page, in the nav bar, or in mobile view under the menu button. To skip to an overview of each page, look for the chapters in the video progress bar below or in the video description. Whether it's to manage resources during drought or simply to improve productivity, irrigation management is an important part of many sugarcane growing regions in Australia. Opticane was developed as an Internet of Things tool that integrates current weather data, locally relevant weather forecasts, and an online sugarcane model to produce forecasts of the state of the crop in the lower Burdekin region. Our main focus has been to provide an outlook for upcoming irrigation events, but weather plays an important role in many management decisions. To start, let's look at current conditions. At the moment, we are receiving data for about 10 weather stations located around the lower Burdekin. The map shows the locations of each of the stations, while a list of stations is available on the right-hand side of the screen in PC or below the map on a mobile device. Sharing your location data with Opticane using the location icon will list the stations by distance from you. Selecting an icon on the map will scroll to the latest conditions for that site. For each station, the latest readings are provided for temperature, relative humidity, wind speed and direction, rainfall, and delta T. The time of the latest reading is also shown. Further information for the last 24 hours can be found by selecting a specific variable. This will also show the current conditions for all stations on the map. While recent conditions can be interesting and useful, upcoming conditions may be more influential in management decisions. So next we'll look at our weather forecasts. Weather forecasts are provided for 5 climate zones in the lower Burdekin. The map shows the locations of each zone, while a list of zones is available on the right-hand side on PC or below the map on a mobile device. Selecting a zone from the list will bring up forecasts for the next 7 days. A weekly forecast is also available while using the selector. Forecast properties include maximum and minimum temperature and relative humidity, solar radiation, wind, evapotranspiration, and rainfall. Rainfall is provided as a likely range, as well as a probability. For a more detailed explanation of rainfall forecasts, please check the Help section of Opticane. Selecting a variable will display more details about the forecast period for the chosen location. By default, the map will also show forecast values for today for each region. The map forecast can be stepped through using the play button. Weather forecasts are important in a range of management decisions. By providing these forecasts to a crop model, we look at how forecast weather may affect the state of the crop. Next, we'll look at how this applies to irrigation. We provide 2 separate tools that can help with irrigation management decisions. A generic crop water use outlook is available to all users, and block-specific irrigation forecasts for users who log in with an associated IrrigWeb account. Selecting irrigation without an IrrigWeb account provides the user with generic crop water use forecasts based on each climate zone. This tool is also available under extensions. Selecting a zone will bring up forecasts of daily crop water use, as well as the rainfall forecast. This can be used as a quick overview of the amount of water your crop may require and how much may be available through rainfall. A weekly forecast is also available from the selector in the top left of the screen. The forecast crop water use is based on generic, well-watered crops and can be set for a range of crop start dates, as well as crop classes. This can show the difference in water requirements between a young and mature crop or ratoon and plant crops started at similar times. For example, at this time, a ratoon crop planted in June will be using around 6.3 millimeters a day, whereas a more recently planted ratoon will only be using 1.4 to 1.5 millimeters a day. These forecasts are indicative only. More detailed forecasts are available for users who sign up and provide an Irrigweb account. Signing into Opticane with an associated Irrigweb account and selecting Irrigation will bring up the My Farm page. This gives an overview of all the users currently available irrigation units. These forecasts have been generated by supplying Irrigweb with appropriate weather forecasts. If locations have been provided in Irrigweb, these will be shown on the map with the latest soil water deficit values from Irrigweb. A list of irrigation units is also provided on the right of the screen or below the map on mobile devices. This list will be ordered by the latest soil water deficit in Irrigweb. Selecting a unit on the map will scroll the list to that unit. The list can also be filtered by farm using the selector in the top left of the screen. This is useful where there is a large number of irrigation units. This overview page provides details on the latest soil water deficit in Irrigweb, as well as details on the last irrigation application and the expected next irrigation date based on forecast weather. This overview page provides details on the latest soil water deficit in Irrigweb, as well as details on the last irrigation application and the expected next irrigation date based on forecast weather. This overview page provides details on the latest soil water deficit in Irrigweb, as well as details on the last irrigation application and the expected next irrigation date based on forecast weather. Selecting an irrigation unit from the list will bring up more forecast details including rainfall, crop water use, and soil water deficit, as well as the chance that an irrigation event will be needed on each day. A weekly forecast can also be shown using the selector in the top left of the screen. A figure is provided to show the recent soil water deficit, irrigation, and rainfall events, and a soil water deficit outlook, assuming no rainfall or irrigation application. This can be used to identify potential irrigation events without the impact of weather forecasts. Selecting a variable will display more details about the forecast period for the chosen irrigation unit. By default, the map will also show forecast values for today for each irrigation unit. The map forecast can be stepped through using the play button. For a more detailed explanation of irrigation forecasts, please check the help section and specific tutorial videos. That concludes this overview tutorial. For more detailed help with any particular part of Opticane, please view the help sections online or browse our tutorial videos. You can also contact Opticane support through Opticane or by emailing support@opticane.net.